Okay, hey everybody, welcome to a new video. This is Necrosmith. It just came out today on July 13th. I played it for 6 hours, so I've got some tips and tricks for you. This is the alchemy. This first screen is the meta progression screen. The first thing you want is the Alchemist Table. The Alchemist Table allows you to produce body parts every morning, which will boost your economy. You'll have more body parts to build, and also to sell for more mana. Next, you'll want the blueprint table. When you destroy a lair, you get a blueprint, which you can use to upgrade your tower. The tower upgrades will do a bunch of good things for you, and when you upgrade this, you get better quality tower upgrades, which is necessary. These two are the main things that you need to keep up at the top of your list. The other things, Acid Fog is alright, Tesla Machine is not bad. Teleport Receiver is good. The Cat is very good. But these two you need to focus on. So let me get into the game and explain the interface and just basically just give you a few tips in the main game screen. Okay, so first off, you always want to pause the game, get as much value out of your time as possible. You always start with enough mana and body parts to summon a couple units. Here you can filter through each different type of body part: arms, legs, torsos, and heads. You've got gold. Gold accumulates, and that's what you use to spend on meta progression. You've got bricks. The bricks are used to upgrade your tower. In the purple scroll here, the tower upgrades. You'll get a tower upgrade every time you destroy a lair. You'll see the lairs. They've got big red health bars over them, and they spawn enemies. In the surrounding area, you'll come across some lairs. Those lairs need to be destroyed because they will be giving you the valuable blueprints that you need. Now there is something called a golden blueprint. A golden blueprint is for, you can see it over here a little bit. I'll let my cat run around. I believe this is how you beat the game, is by completing all the golden blueprints. Do not spend any gold on these until you can easily afford them, because it's not worth it in the early game. The next thing is this red scroll. It's a list of all your recipes. I'll edit it in maybe, or I'll put it in the description of all the recipes that I unlocked in the early and mid game. I've still got to get through the late game, but it's gonna be a while, so we're just coming out with this video just in the interim. You've got your spells up here in the right, your scroll bar, your day meter. Keep an eye on your day meter just in case you can hold off another day just to get a little extra value out of your stuff. Because when you use a recipe, they gain extra stats or extra bonuses if you use all the correct parts. You see I'm missing the armored skeleton suit there, so I won't get the bonus even if I replace the part with like a normal skeleton part. You revive, you release. You can also release your units to these portals later in the game, excuse me. Once you get strong enough, I recommend that you send one of your strong units out to the furthest you can go so that you can get some higher level resources out of that unit. But only once you've got a good army defending your base. And when it comes to defending your base, here's a lair, by the way. The lair will release enemies, go towards your base, but if you don't have any units near your base, they might not get there in time. And if you don't have any spells, you might not be able to defend otherwise. So what I recommend is saving up a minimum amount of mana and a minimum amount of body parts so that you can release a unit whenever you want. Okay, and they'll defend that base for you as long as they're strong enough. These little carts on the map, those are bricks. This is mana. You'll see little coin bags, those are gold. Another thing you can do is manually control. You can click on the unit and it'll go to them, no matter where you are on the map. It'll go to them. You can save the loadout that you use to build them. You can also kill them, which there is a unit limit of 15 units. So if you need to kill a weak unit, you can do that. But it's important to control one of your units, just like probably your weakest unit, once you've got a decent army, and just control them so that they capture buildings. The AI isn't the smartest, and they don't always capture the buildings that they walk by, so once you get enough buildings, that'll get you some economy, and that is how you build your economy, by getting buildings. Okay, and you can see the day has already passed once. We've got some golem parts, and that's from our Alchemist Table. The golem arm costs 45 mana to put on a creature, whereas you can see just a skeleton arm with a magic wand that costs 3. So, and you don't have to match. What I recommend in the early game is mixing and matching different parts so that you can unlock recipes. But the recipes are a bit random at times, but they do follow a they follow a pattern. Like, you see this zombie head? It has no armor. Actually, you see this leg? There's no armor on it. But this boot on this other skeleton leg, that means it's armored. So if you have a bunch of armored stuff, you can, like this leg and this arm are both armored. You can see in the recipes that this skeleton soldier uses all armored body parts. Some of them are different. Like these ones use 2 orc arms and then a bunch of zombie parts. You'll just have to look at the list that I put up, or you'll have to, experiment on your own. But that's basically everything that I can think of. Just make sure if you've got your cat, be hitting him every time he's off cooldown. But other than that, the game's very good. There's some quality of life improvements that could be made, for sure. And it does start to lag a little bit once you're in the later game and you've got so much going on the screen. But if your computer can handle, like, Vampire Survivors, I'm sure you'll be fine. I think that's going to do it for the video. I didn't want this to be too long. I'll be back with another video. I will be showcasing the game from the beginning of a run to the end of a run, if I'm able to. I should be able to with some more meta upgrades, but for now, everybody have a good one. Thank you.